Hi everyone. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on Algebra 1 ratios. Equivalent ratios. What is an equivalent ratio? My name is Ryan. Welcome to Math with RG. Let's get into it. All right, and as I always say, when you're studying, when you're taking a test, do your best to study efficiently with these tips. Say what you're doing out loud as you're writing it down. And of course, during a test, just say it in your mind because you can't speak out loud. This will help activate your eyes, ears, your muscle memory in your mouth, in your hand, all at the same time. So it really helps you to start to build retainment, really learn something. And then I always suggest that you teach it to somebody else. Sit down with a friend or a family member and just say, hey, I learned this today. I want to show you how it works. You then become better at it. All right, let's dive into it. What is a ratio? So the very first thing we have here is determine whether each pair of ratios are equivalent ratios, meaning are they equal to each other? So first of all, what is a ratio? Well, a ratio is a fraction, right? You see they look like fractions. There's actually another way to write them, which I could write it like this, 27 to 45. That's just another way to write it. Okay, so a ratio is showing one number versus another number, right? So if we are saying something like, there's 8 apples in this fruit bowl and there's 11 bananas, then we could say, there's 8 apples to every 11 bananas. So we need to determine whether they are equal. Now, to do that with ratios and or fractions, you have to see if the top divides into the other top or multiplies to the other top with the same number as the bottom to the bottom. All right, so what do I mean by that? Well, let's start by looking at the 27 over 45. 27 over 45. And I'm just going to ask myself, what is the greatest number that divides into 27 and 45? So I can take a look at what numbers would actually do that. So let's see, they're both odd, so I'm going to pick an odd number. I'm going to start with the number 3. Does the number 3 go into 27 and 45? Well, 27 divided by 3 is 9, and 45 divided by 3 is 15. So you can see the 3 goes into both of them, but I end up with 9 and 15. Well, 9 and 15 are also both divisible by 3. So that means that 3 was not the biggest number. So I'm going to go up a step higher. Let's try 5. Does 5 go into 27? It doesn't, because 27 ends with a 7, and anything that 5 will go into has to end with a 5 or a 0. All right, so let's keep going up. How about 7? 7 does not go into 27, so let's go to the next odd number, 9. Does 9 go into 27? Yes, it does. It goes in 3 times. Does 9 go into 45? Yes, it does. It goes in 5 times. So if I write divided by 9 for this one and divided by 9 for this one, remember, it's very important that it has to be divided by the same number. That's balance. We end up getting 27 divided by 9 is 3, and 45 divided by 9 is 5. So we end up getting this thing, which means they are equal. So the answer is yes. All right, let's try the next one. So the next one, we have 18 to 32, right? Or 18 over 32. So again, I will ask myself, what is the greatest number that goes into both numbers? So they're both even. So what number goes into every even number? Well, that's 2, right? So I could do 18 divided by 2, and that would be 9. Then 32 divided by 2, that would be 16. Is there a number that goes into 9 and 16? only 3 goes into 9 and 4 goes into 16. So no, there isn't the same number, right? So if I did 18 divided by 2, I get 9, and 32 divided by 2, I get 16. But 9 over 16 is not 3 over 4, so the answer for this is no. Because I can't reduce down to 3 over 4. Because if I divide the 9 by 3, 3 does not go into 16, so I'll never get there. So the answer is no. Great job on finishing today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends and family. And if you want to dive deeper into chapter test work, you can check out my school platform, skool.com. The link will be in the bio below. And if you want more information on one-on-one tutoring, you can check out my website, rgtutors.com. Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now.